What's up guys, this is Lionister and we are back for another Dark Unit analysis. We're gonna take a look at Liko, one of the 6 Battle Maidens, a series of free and exclusive units that has finally come to Brave Frontier Europe. Now it's time to unveil the power of Liko, a cute yet deadly loli. As usual, let's start with her normal attack, a nice and fast combo of 5 hits, where she jumps to the air and crushes the enemy while falling down with her gigantic knife. Wait, did you see that? Her face changes when she's about to crush her enemy. She looks like a freaking undead, like with her white eyes and grey face. So what do you think? Is she a ghoul, a zombie, or a vampire? But seriously, this is like the first time I've seen a unit who changes his face when attacking. But anyway, the animation is nice and especially for Spark, but unfortunately the hit count is low, and on top of that, she can only drop up to 10 battle crystals, which is way too low. Even Margaret, who got a combo of 4 hits, can produce more battle crystals than her. His attack animation is not that fast, but still really nice for Spark. And even Logan, who has only 1 more hit than Liko, he can produce almost twice the amount of battle crystals, but his attack animation is not as good though. And as for Kikri, I think I don't even need to say, because you guys already know the answer, right? Liko's normal attack is nowhere near the Goth Idol's level. So, her normal attack is clearly not good enough. And what about her little skill then? Let's see. 50% boost to attack power of dark types. Nothing special. This is exactly the same little skill as Kikri's. It was the best little skill for a Monodark team, but now it's no longer the case because Margaret 6 stars offers the same boost with an extra 10% of HP to dark units. Clearly, Liko's little skill is redundant and no longer relevant to the meta game. So I think you'd better take Margaret for a Monodark team, or Logan if you want to make a rainbow team. I'm pretty disappointed by this gothic loli so far. Let's hope her brave burst can make up for that somehow. First, let's take a look at the animation. Wow, the animation is actually really nice. I mean, it's awesome. This is perfect. It has the same visual effect as Margaret's brave burst, which is really nice. But what is really astonishing about her brave burst, it is combo speed. I have never seen a Brave Burst combo that fast before. All 9 hits happen in just a blink of an eye. This is no doubt the best Brave Burst in the game in terms of spark potential. And it can also weaken the enemy at 78% chance at Brave Burst level 10, which is almost 4 times our 5. It can be quite nice against bosses that are vulnerable to this debuff. But I find this debuff kinda useless now, because I can use Dilma for his ignore defense buff, which works all the time and is much more effective than this debuff. Too bad, it only hits a single target. But it can still be quite nice if the damage is as massive as Logan's Brave Burst. Let's see, at level 1 it has 225% and at level 10 is 350%. That is quite nice damage for only 24 battle crystals. While the damage seems impressive, it's still nowhere near Logan's destructive damage. Indeed, it's only 315% against 500%. So there's no need for me to tell you how big the gap is, right? The gap is even bigger because Logan only needs 16 battle crystals for his Brave Burst, while our Gothic Loli needs 24. So that means when Liko launches her Brave Burst twice, Logan already got the time to launch it 3 times. In other words, Logan can double Liko's DPS easily. That is just how strong this one-man army can be. There is not to mention the HP drain effect that makes him the best healer, but also the best tanker in the game. So clearly, our Undead Loli doesn't stand a chance before the greatness of Logan. Even though her Brave Burst damage is not as destructive as Logan's, it's still great. In terms of damage, it's probably the third best Brave Burst after Logan and Lilith's massive Brave Burst. We should watch it in action against Maxwell. So, as usual, I use a crit team with ore and attack potion. And here we go! Maxwell one-shots by our Loli with 141k damage? Wait, what? 141k? This is like Logan's potentially highest damage output with Brave Burst level 10 and Breaker type. And yet my Liko is Anima, not Breaker. How can this be possible? How can she be this strong while her Brave Burst percentage is clearly inferior to Logan? It's probably because of the change in Zebra's little skill after the version 1.0.8 that I put in the notes. So Zebra's little skill is even more broken now. And the second reason actually concerns her stats. My Liko has 1926 base attack. Is a bit too high for an Anima type, don't you think? Seriously, this is really unexpected. Okay, so I think I'll just take back what I just said about our deadly Loli. Let's see if that insane damage can be a plus in Arena. As you all know, the single target Brave Burst is no good in Arena. But at least her attack and her stats are really high, so let's just see how she can manage in Arena. Not bad at all. With her, I can take out 2 Savior during the first turn more often. But I think overall, I still prefer having another Kikiri instead of Lico, because an AoE Brave Burst is enough to turn the table when you are in a pinch. If you want to make a more dark team and if you don't have enough Kikiris like I do, then I think that Liko is a good choice for Arena. Now, let's move on to the next part to see why her stats are that high. Okay, these are the numbers I got from the wiki. 5.9k HP, 1.75k attack, 1.1k defense, and 1.2k recovery for Anima type. And here is my Liko Anima stats. So, as you can see, she has basically 200 more in every stats except recovery, which makes her probably the strongest unit in terms of stats. Wow, seriously, I didn't think Liko can be that strong. I wonder if she will be nerfed for the next update, since we are following the global version in updates. This might happen eventually. So I don't think that these high stats will be her permanent stats. For the type preference, considering that she has an offensive stats with good recovery, I think Anima is still the best type for her for extra HP while maintaining her great attack power, Guardian for the extra defense she might need, Lord for a bit less defense but more attack than Guardian, which is still fine. However, Breaker will make her too fragile and Oracle is just useless for her, since her recovery is enough as it is. And as usual, I made a little comparison table, but never mind the stats comparison though, since I use stats from the wiki, not from the game. So basically, she beats everyone in stats, but loses to others in normal attack, and she's not the best either in little skill or Brave Burst. But I guess if you don't have Logan in your team, you should probably put Liko in your team. She can be a quite good replacement for Logan, the Beast. And a little conclusion to sum up what I just said. Basically, her normal attack sucks. Her little skill is not original enough and no longer important. But at least, she has the best stats in the game for now, so take advantage of it. And the best thing about her is her Brave Burst, a marvelous attack animation. This is the best combo in terms of spark potential I've ever seen. Her Brave Burst damage is very high for a low Battle Crystal cost, but it is still nowhere near Logan's insane Brave Burst damage. And her Brave Burst is single target, which makes her less appealing for Arena. Overall, I think she's overshadowed by Logan, who can do everything she can, but much better. That being said, she's a free unit, and you can farm her until you get the best type, and leveling her Brave Burst is easier since you can get a lot of Liko for fusion while farming for the best type. So my final conclusion is take her if you want to get Logan but you don't have him in your team. Thank you for watching and I hope you guys like it. And as usual, don't forget to subscribe and share the video. I'm going to make another video soon, so stay tuned and see you later.